Hey guys, welcome back. It is your favorite Gimp with a Limp, and I am back with a little bit more of enemy action. Kharkov. Has been a little while since I've been able to get this game in front of me, but I am happy I am able to get back to the table and jump back onto one of my favorites. I was thinking about this one while I was in the hospital, what my next moves were going to be. So let's jump back into where we left off. The part that we left off with is third tanks had just conducted their attack down over here. They done pretty well pushing back, whatever that is. The purple guys, forget what number they are, kind of opening up a little slot here. Maybe they'll be pushing in towards Kharkov over here and get some work done. That'd be kind of nice. Kharkov's only got one unit on it. We'll have to see if we can get up there kind of quick. But they do have some reserves of those units. My guess is they'll get deployed before I get a chance to get all the way up there, because I get a good amount of terrain to cross before we get there. But we left off with my turn, which means it is the German impulse now to act. So we have to grab one of their cards. Their little command cards here. And look who it is. Look who it is. It's our purple dudes. And they don't have any reserves to deploy. So they're going to activate. They're going to activate their guys. That's kind of interesting that they're going to be activating. And they've only got 2 left on the board, because I believe this is a green guy. He's green. Let's pull the camera down over here. Okay, so yeah, we left off and we had 2 of them. One was reduced and dispersed. Now, when it comes to dispersion, that they can get activated, but the way you get rid of dispersion is the unit gets activated, but they don't get to do anything. So at the end of this German activation, the purple guys will do whatever they're going to do, but these guys won't do anything, but they'll get to remove that dispersion marker, which will help them out, get these guys back stuck in. But I think they got specific orders of what they're going to do during the first turn. Yeah, they have specifics that they want to do during the first turn. If you go through the rule book, there's a whole bunch of pages here to talk about turns 1 and 2, turns 3 and 4, 5, 6, or 5 through 7, 8 through 14. Like they're like action steps, what they're planning on doing here. So you'll start at the top and kind of walk your way down and see what fits. And for these guys, what it looks like fits is the fact that they want to pull out of this artillery zone that they're in. That sucks. I want them to stay in here, but yeah, they want to get out of it. And they want to try to get in first to a place that has a victory point, which looks like Volchansk over here. Volchansk, whatever it is. Because that's got a lower position number. It's got a victory point. So that should be where they're going to go. That's my guess. With this, this game it's a little complex to make sure you're doing it exactly right. But if I'm getting this correct, I think this guy would go there because he is proximate. So 1, 2, 3, 4 movement points to get himself over there. That's going to be the lowest position number. That is a victory point hex. They're going to prioritize that. And I think he might... Well, no, he's not going to leave a garrison because he's not going to go through any position hexes on his way. Let me double check that. All right, I don't think I'm leaving a garrison for these guys because I'm not executing that step. I'm executing step 2, not step 3. So it should not be required because he's going to a victory point hex instead. So go 1, 2, 3, 4. And he will go there. And we should simply remove our dispersion marker off this guy. Good God, my little tweezers here just always love to flip them over. 1 step left there. Hopefully I can get him, but he can't do anything else. And I believe that's all the purples that are on the board right now. Yeah, because I wiped out the other one. There are a bunch coming, but they don't get on the board until turn 3. So these 2 are the only ones that I have to worry about for the moment. It'd be great if I could wipe them out. That first attack went very poorly, though. But if I could get this one wiped out, oh, that would be lovely. I'd have to pivot third tanks back around over in this direction. But Kharkov's that direction, so it's kind of where I want to go anyway. So yeah, I think I'm doing this correct. The step that I'm on shows him going for that. And then I should just end with a dispersion removal marker. And we should be good as far as the German activation for this impulse. So we'll be able to go on to my next impulse. And it's between my last two cards here. I've got 6th Army, but I can only activate 2 steps or any one unit. I could deploy any reserves, but they don't have any. Popov, I could deploy all of their reserves, and they've got 2, or activate all of the yellow. Now, here's the thing. When it comes to Popov, they have a couple... I'm bumping my stat, sorry. All right, so Popov has a couple of good units. I mean, a large 3-step infantry unit and another tank unit in the reserve. So I could deploy both of those. But the problem is they're down over here. They've got German units real close by. You can't deploy, I don't believe, adjacent to them with the reserves. You got to be so many hexes away. But I think I might be able to do it if there's an exception for the map edge. All right, I might come back and do Popov second, do the green guys first, because reserve deployment should be a tactical reserve, I believe, but I have to be 3 hexes away from a non-isolated German unit, town or city, or 2 hexes away if it's a map edge. But they got these Rouse guys there. These guys are kind of far enough away that they shouldn't be an issue, but that kind of leaves it to where I can only go there with the reserves. Wait, do I have to be so far away? I don't believe it matters if I'm adjacent to my own units. So I should be able to be adjacent to them, but yeah. Within 2 hexes of a unit. Yeah, so it has to be within 2 hexes and units in the same army. So these would do that. So 1, 2, or 1. But that only gives me 2 options to do that. Maybe I do green first. All right, so I got green guys here. I could do 2 hexes of those. And let's see, I got a 3 and a 2, and then I think it was a 3 and a 4. So if I could get these guys to attack, dummy right there, I would like to be able to activate that one, but I can only activate 2 hexes. Let's see, what would this total be? If he's 3, all these guys are at least 3. Okay, yeah, that'll work. That would be at least a 4-to-1 attack. If I can get all 4 of these guys onto him, that's a 4-to-1 attack, but he'll probably withdraw, but we could deal with that. So if I activated these 2 hexes, I could go 1, 2, 3. None of these guys are, none of them are 3-step units. He's not a 3-step unit. So I could bring them around over here and do a double attack against him. I'm not going to be able to flank because of zones of control, because I can't move from one to another. God, that throws me off with this game. I hate that. Not being able to move from one zone of control to another is such a restrictive role. But yeah, I'm kind of thinking that. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to pull these guys back. Bing, bing, bing. I'm only attacking with the top 2 instead of instead of all 3. So there's 3 units in this hex, but I'm only attacking with the top 2. And these 2. So it's a 4-to-1 attack against him. See if we can inflict some more damage, or at least push him back off the line. And then I can advance across this road. This is a minor river, so it isn't going to affect the combat. So yeah, we should be able to do this. And plus, I want to attack while I can, because these first turns are the ones where I'm getting some free tactics, and I'm not going to have those for the longest. So free artillery is lovely, lovely, lovely thing to have. So if he's 2 steps, that gives us minimum of 2. And maximum, I don't believe any of these guys are 3. No, none of them are 3, so that's going to be 5. 5 total, if I can find it. Yep, there it is. 5 total chits that I got to draw for this attack. All right, so we have to draw a card for the Germans, and they got a good card. They're going to have nothing. Intelligence and artillery, but it only applies from turn 4 onwards. So, perfect. That works nice. They're drawing their good cards, but they're not drawing them when they need them. So nothing there for them. We've got... Okay, yep, we're good. We're good. Nothing else I have to worry about. Let me discard this card so I don't forget. Boom. And that's one of my supplementals. So with 5 being my total, I'm going to keep with what I've been running so far. Calling 1 under has done advantageous for me. So if I have to draw 2, I can draw up to 5. We're going to draw 4 counters, and we're going to run it that way. So I'm going to pull these guys out of the way, and we'll throw them down. All right, let's draw 1, 2, 3, and 4. And lay them out here. What do we get? What do we get? Anything good? Anything good? Looks like some stuff that's a little different. Haven't seen some of these before. No blue or none of that light off color, so I don't have to redraw yet. Okay, first one. We are not 6-1, and that's priority. We are 4-1. 4-1 are equal, so that is going to count. This is another 4-1. What's the other side of this? Less than 3-1, so that's not going to count. Greater than 4-1, that is going to count. We got greater 9. Who's getting 9-1? Where are you getting 9-1 odds? I haven't got anything close to that. We're not less than 4-1, so this isn't going to count at all. NKVD, I did not play that. And greater than 3-1, yes. Okay, all right. Not too bad. Total in the attack, we've got A1 and looks like D3. So actually that worked pretty well. I was expecting that to go worse. Where's my 2? I know I have a 2 in here. All right, that 2 is going to get flicked down to a 1. That's how I'm going to eat the A1. So he should be the same thing, retreating 2 hexes, dispersed and reduced to take care of these. But it's where is he going to retreat? I don't think, yeah, should be that one because there's no position hex for him to get to. Was that a position? Yeah, that's a position hex. He would have gone there had that not already been retreated to. But since he can't, would he go straight back or to there? I'm not sure which one is better. They're both adjacent to the line. I guess it really doesn't matter. And we'll throw our dispersion marker. We'll put him here for his line of retreat. Perfect. All right, I'm good with that. I am good with that. Now, I can advance up with a selection of units. I think we'll take these 3 guys and advance them across. Leave that wounded one there behind. And that is all they can advance up because none of these guys are mobile units. They're all infantry. And infantry can only advance 1 hex, I believe. So they'll end their move there, but that's not too bad. I can still put some hurt. Plus, with them being there, that actually puts these guys in a danger of surround. Because if they come over in this direction, like right now, there's just a little line right there where there's no zone of control. But if I get them over to here, then they will be surrounded by zones of control. So these guys are going to want to pull out. All right, time to draw for the... Wait. I got to flip this around. I activated 6. Let me make sure I'm keeping track of who I have activated. All right, here's my card for the next German activation and its core Rouse, but they're not doing anything. What are they doing? They got themselves an event to do. An event, Kampf Delaying Force. Okay, I was just looking at this, and I'm not quite sure on this. All right, so I checked over the rule book. This is applying to these white guys. So these two over here and these guys right yonder. All right, so in the indicated German area, so Kampf is this far right area. All right, so we're not talking about these guys, we're talking about these two over here. Because this area is 4th Panzer Army. All right here in the center. This is 1st Panzer Army, 4th Panzer Army, and this is Kampf. All right, so we're talking about here, Kampf Delaying Forces, which means we place a detachment in an empty position hex that's in supply. If it's preferably a victory point hex, which there aren't any. All right, as far as my last card, I'm going to go ahead and just play my card here, and I'm going to get the reserves on the board. I'd rather have some extra units and be able to do something with them. So I'll put these guys on there. I don't know if I should separate them out or should I just place them together? Because if I place them here, then I got a chance to surround Rouse and get a flanking attack going. So I think we'll place them there. That's what I'm thinking. That way I've got more units. More units is always good. Now, when it comes to your reserves for your own forces, you can wait, and there's like a delayed forces thing. So these guys, I have the ability to bring them out now, but I'm playing a card to do it. And I'm kind of hurting myself because I could make some attacks here, which I'm almost kind of thinking maybe I should. Should I? Should I make the attacks? Because if I do, I could get these guys and these guys over and at least probably get a flanking attack. Okay, I think I might walk that back. Because, yeah, it would be good to have those reserves on the board, but I'm pretty sure I can finagle a good flanked attack against this guy because I can move them up to there, have them attack, and get him over there. So that'd be 11, 7, that's 18, it's 22 to 3, so that's 7 to 1. I could get a 7 to 1 attack. Good God, I mean, how is someone getting 9 to 1? But I could at least get a 7 to 1 attack going against this one and just ruffle stomp them. While I still have the artillery tactic, and maybe I'll get lucky. Well, he's got a path of retreat that is outside of that because I do not have any zones of control. If I had one unit right there, that would be so good. But I'm not going to be able to get a unit there. My units have all kind of bunched up. There's a group over here, a little group right here, and a little group right here. And a little bit of German crap in the way that's kind of pinching my movement. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. I think I'm going to hold these reserves for now, and I'm going to try to get one more big attack off because this is too good. This is too good. It's activating all the units, and it gives me a chance to attack with just freaking everyone. And if I can push Rouse back, then that gives me the ability to pivot and kind of reorganize the forces over here on the left versus having two guys right here in my back lines, which is just irritating as all shit right now. So yeah, okay. We're going to do that instead. We'll pause here because I'm not sure how long this video is going to be at this point. And we'll pick up with the next one with this attack with Popov going after them. And then we'll do one more last German activation, and that will take care of turn 1. But yes, definitely let me know if you have any idea what's going on with this, because I am unsure about that delaying tactic, and definitely unsure if I'm playing it right, because it really just doesn't feel like I am. I'll look over the rule book to see if I can figure out what's going on with it, but right now the events just say do as it says in the player aid, but the player aid doesn't kind of flesh that out too much. So yeah, let me know. You guys take care. I will catch you in the next one.